Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Polo back with week 6 of the $100 ARK ETF challenge. Again, this is Polo, and just want to let you all know, like, this has been an interesting week. It hasn't been much going on either, but it's definitely been consistent. So we'll get right into it. For those who don't know who I am, my name is Polo. I've been trading for about 20 years, kind of just as a habit, and I've had some success, had some many failures, but just learning. And I wanted to start investing long term, so I started looking at ETFs as a best way, a safe way to make investments. But I still wanted some growth. I still wanted to take calculated risk. But I looked at all these different ones, and they are definitely um, a lot of great ETFs, but they definitely go along up and down with the market a little too much for my taste. So I was like, yeah, I don't want to do that. So, but when I recognized that a nice amount of ETFs were featuring this woman here, Catherine Wood, who is the CEO of ARK Investment, and I started doing a little research and found that 4 of her ETFs were the top 10 unleveraged active ETFs for a 3-year return in last year. So like, well, let me learn a little more about this company. I found out that she actually had 7 different ETFs. So I was like, I don't know which one to invest in. They all sound delicious to me. So I decided to put $100 in each one of them. And that's how the $100 ARK ETF challenge came about. So therefore, I was going to, like, again, the week was pretty consistent, a lot of ups and downs, and a lot of things are happening in the market. There's a lot of things happening in the country. A lot of stress is starting to come from the lack of the federal or of Congress figuring out a stimulus bill. We got hurricanes in Florida, in the Gulf area, all type of still a huge amount of disruptions, police issues, all type of different things like that. And we got those crazy wildfires happening on the West Coast, which is actually impacting companies in California, in Oregon, and now Washington also. So many prayers, and I'm praying for everybody that's been impacted by all the crazy things going on. And of course, COVID is still raging. And I live in Missouri. We just hit 100,000 people who've been impacted by COVID that we know of. Okay, so again, I'm just praying for everybody. And I know I do this challenge, not just about just making money, but to learn the language of money, to learn about investments long term, to learn what people can actually do, what we can do, what I can do, to make sure that my money is still growing, even in the midst of chaos. Okay, but again, it was a pretty blah week. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just share my Excel sheet here, and we'll get it going. So week 6 here. Again, pretty solid week. ARK F went down a little bit, so now it was back at 100. So it's the thing, right? I could complain. I could complain about, oh, my money isn't growing, right? But at the same time, one, I'm still up by 95 cents right there. Ooh, right? At the same time, I spent $100 on some stuff 6 weeks ago. I don't even remember what I spent it on, and it's gone. That's one of the great things about, again, stocks. Like, yeah, like it did get up to like $109. I probably could have took $9 worth of profit out, right? But the fact that it's still there, it still has potential to grow. ARK G is again, it started out at 54, now it's at $57 a share, which brings me to 104.91. So it still got a little growth potential. ARK K is 85.39 a share, which brings me to 105.02. So that's still up. ARK Q, we started out when it was at $53.18 a share. Now it's 57.10 a share, which brings me to 107.38. Again, not bad. ARK W, I'm pretty much almost back at break even. Started out. I still don't know how this happened. I don't know. It's just something happened with the system of Robinhood or something. I don't know. But $100.24. But bet I got $100.01 now. So that's down a little bit. But again, I've spent money 6 weeks ago. I have no clue what the money is making somebody else happy right now, not me. Israel is the Israel one, IZRL, is down a little bit as well. And then Print actually is the only one that is actually still up and growing, but it's really slow and growing. So hey, as my old folks used to say, oatmeal beats no meal. So I'm appreciative of the growth, of the consistency, and it's at we started out at 22.44. Now we at 24.58. Start out with $100.02, now at $109.56, which brings me to a total of $723.06. So basically, still a profit total of $23.06. And it means my return on investment is 3.29%. Again, not bad. It's growth. It's growth. The thing is, though, what I'm not happy about is that last week we lost $35.32, and this week we lost another $8.59, which, so that is definitely a this is $43.91 over the past 2 weeks, right? But mind you, the first 4 weeks it had increased to $66, about $66.94. So take the highs, take the lows. So this is this gonna be, we will continue this to see what we can do. I'm not gonna go through everything because I want to make this just a quick video tonight. And a lot of things are happening this week. Again, like I said, all the different things going on in the country, but it's a lot of great things happening with people getting involved back in sports. Some schools are starting to open back up as well. But then another thing that a lot of people are getting excited about when it comes to Tesla is the battery day. Everybody keeps talking about battery day. For those who don't know what that is, that's when Tesla shares information about their new technology and how well they're doing. And again, Tesla's a beast. So a lot of other companies are doing well. A few pharmaceutical companies are starting to come through with different vaccines. They're trying out a bunch. I've seen advertisements asking people to please come and try this vaccine out. Some vaccines are working well, some are not. So that should, when we finally get a vaccine, I'm willing to bet that's going to make a huge difference. Also, what's going to happen this week is that the Federal Reserves, will decide on what the interest in the inflations for 2023 will like the predictions. So they usually keep track of course, a huge amount of data, a huge amount of information, and they project like where we headed. That's going to cause a ripple in the market. It might be a huge ripple. It might be positive. People might be like, oh, well, we feel pretty confident we will get back into the market because the next 2-3 years looks positive. Looks positive. So that could make a big difference. And then also there's some pretty interesting IPOs. One is Amwell. It's amazing. Some people are not talking about the Amwell. That one is American Well, and is actually, to my understanding, I think it's being backed by Google. And they actually are switching from the Amazon server to the Google server, and they will be a competitor, or they are a competitor to Teladoc. For those who know Teladoc, because of COVID and so many other things, Teladoc just blew up this past year. Amwell has been doing pretty well. They're having their IPO, and also a company by the name of Snowflake is having their IPO. And to my understanding, I'm still learning about Snowflake as well. Snowflake is looking like a company that is able to do a huge amount of like billions of calculations in a short amount of time in a cloud service. And to my understanding, multiple people, including of course, but not of course, take it back. I'm drawing a blank because it's too late in the night. I need to go to bed. Warren Buffett is actually Berkshire Hathaway is actually investing plans on investing $250 million. He don't like losing money. He don't like putting money in things that he take. It's not even a calculated risk. Like, he don't take risk. So it's interesting to hear that he's willing to put $250 million in it. So that should be interesting to see what happens with Snowflake. And then, of course, everybody, and I'm still not a big fan of it, but whatever, right? I'm not a big fan of a lot of stuff, but you can make money from it, go for it, right? Many people are still talking about how TikTok has just got bought out, or just got bought by Oracle, but all the ink ain't dry yet. So Microsoft didn't get it, Oracle did, but all the ink isn't dry yet, and even like the technology and the algorithms and all that stuff has to be like, all that stuff is specialized, is property, is intellectual property in some capacity, and it depends on what is being bargained or what is being added in the deal. So for those who do have Oracle and then looking at it and hoping that this will go sky high, good luck, but just be mindful. So again, like, I'm not a financial advisor. Please go check one out if you need one. I know a few who I trust. But just want to say, I want to make this quick video. See you all. Thank you all. Please comment below. Press the like button if you all want to see again. I'm willing to do these other challenges because to me, I'm able to learn more. And by me learning, I'm hoping I get a chance to teach people and not just repeat everything that people are already saying. I do plan on going into digging more into different companies. If there are certain companies that you want me to investigate and look more into, please let me know. So hit the like button, press subscribe, share this, please. Share this with others who you think might be interested in learning more too. And join me. I encourage people, seriously, join me on this $100 ARK ETF challenge. Okay, join me. Right, put up your own money. It's exciting. Let's make this a thing. Because I think that's where we really can see a difference in what companies really are able to achieve. When the public is saying, we believe in you, we trust you, don't screw up, right? But we shall see. So again, I appreciate everybody joining. Appreciate everybody watching. Please press the like button, subscribe button, and forward to others as well. See you all next week. Thank you.